Hey you guys, this video is going to be different from a lot of the other videos I've done. I'm going to be talking about a book I read called The Compound Effect, and it was a really good book. So I'm in a book club with some people on my team, and we've been reading through some books and talking about them and discussing them and how can we apply them to our lives and our businesses. And this book, along with Atomic Habits, is another book we did. They're very similar and very, very interesting to me. So hopefully this isn't all over the place. I have tons of notes and it might be kind of crazy, but it's so good I wanted to share it. So this book, The Compound Effect, and same with Atomic Habits, is this idea that little tiny things all compound. So the compound effect is always working, and it's either working for you or against you, depending on all the little things you do. So there's a quote by Aristotle that says, "We are what we repeatedly do." And so if you're doing lots of little things that are going to be helpful for you, then you're going to be getting better. If you're doing little things that may not seem that bad, but over time they can compound and be crazy results. So what's simple to do is also simple not to do. And it's this idea of we need to try and make our good habits really easy to do and our bad habits as hard to do as possible so that we can do our good things and not do the bad things. And so, one of the examples it was talking about was habit tracking. Say you want to lose weight or be more conscious of what you're eating. If you write down every single day everything you eat, then you're obviously going to be more intentional about what you're putting in your body, and you're going to be probably think twice before you eat something, right? And same thing with if you want to spend less money. If you write down every single purchase you do, then you're going to be more conscious about what money you're spending. You know you're going to have to write it down and track it. So maybe you decide you don't actually need that Starbucks coffee, right? There's just so much. I'm going to try and hit on it. Okay, so it has tons of these different stories and examples that really helps lock in my brain how this actually works and how these little things can actually add up over time. So there's a story of these three friends, and this just blew my mind. So they're average guys, they're middle-aged, they have average jobs and average body weight, okay? These are three friends. So first guy, his name is Larry, and he is kind of happy, kind of complains about his life, but doesn't actually change anything. Our second guy is Scott. Now, he decided he wanted to make a change in his life. Just small changes, but they seemed, seemingly inconsequential, but he decided he was going to read 10 pages of a book every day or listen to an audio podcast kind of thing on his way to work. He wants to make changes in his life, but he doesn't want to make a huge fuss about it. He wanted to be a little more conscious of his weight, so he cut out 125 calories per day, which is just about the amount of a bowl of cereal. It's not crazy. It's, maybe as simple as switching from mayo to mustard on his sandwiches, or switching out his soda for seltzer waters, but it's going to make a difference over time. And he also decided he wants to walk a couple extra 1,000 steps a day, but not even a mile. So he just wants to get his body moving a little bit, all right? And then our third friend, his name is Brad, and he has made poor choices, but he wants to live life in the moment, right? So he's going to buy a new plasma TV, he's going to indulge in desserts and make some of those cheesy casseroles that are really easy and really delicious. He installed a bar in his living room, so he's going to have, maybe one alcoholic drink per week and just decide to have some more fun. All right, now 5 months after this, all three friends, there's really no perceivable difference in anything in their life, right? They're making these little changes, but nothing's crazy changed. So, first friend Larry, no change. Scott, he is still doing those little things. He's reading a little bit of, self-development before bedtime. He's still about the same weight, even though he's still cutting out that 125 calories a day. And Brad, our other friend, he's just having fun and living life. Now, 10 months can go by, 15 months can go by, maybe not gonna see huge differences. But at 31 months, and this is crazy, and there's a lot of math involved in this that I'm not gonna totally bore you with, but trust me, it's true. So at 31 months, there have been startling results. Over time, Brad, our friend who decided he wanted to just live life and indulge, he has gained 33 pounds over this amount of time. Scott, on the other hand, who wanted to make the healthier choices, he's actually lost 33 pounds. He's now clocked in 1,000 hours of books and audio that have been really helpful for him. He's earned a promotion at work and a raise because he's being intentional. His marriage has improved because of his intentionality. And then our other friend, Larry, he's still the same. He's still continued to live life the same way. What's crazy is now Brad weighs 67 more pounds than Scott, because Scott's been very slowly losing this tiny bit amount of weight, like 125 calories per day. You would think that that wouldn't make a difference, but over 31 months, obviously a very large amount of time, that can cause 33 pounds of weight loss. That's crazy. I hope this is making sense. This is super confusing. I had to listen to it several times on the audio to get it, but basically it's this idea that little things may not seem like that big of a deal, but they compound over time and make a huge deal in the long run. All right, another example. This one might be a little bit easier, especially just because it's not like people in a story. It's called the Magic Penny. So it's either you can choose to get $3 million one day, or you can have a single penny that doubles every single day in value for 31 days. Now, obviously, you probably know where this is going because math, but your one friend is going to choose the $3 million and you choose the penny. All right, 5 days in, your friend is having an amazing time because they have $3 million. And you have, at this point, 5 days in, you only have 16 cents. And you're probably not really sure if you made the right choice yet. Okay, 10 days in, your friend, they just bought a new car, they're having so much fun with all their $3 million. You only have $5.12. Day 20, you have $5,000 or $5,243. That's still a lot of money, but it is nothing compared to $3 million, right? There's only 12 days left in the month. Only on that 31st day do you pull ahead. So 30 days in, you're still less than $3 million. But on day 31, you have $10,737,418.24, which is over 3 times more than your friend has. But you're not going to see those results until that very last day. It's so crazy to me. And so it's just that, like, that little, a penny. A penny is basically nothing. You don't really care about a penny, but doubling every single day over 31 days is going to make a huge difference. All right. I got to regroup here. Okay, another thing it talked about is the importance of your why. So we can want to lose weight, we can want to read books, we can want to do all these things and make ourselves better people, but we are going to do the easiest thing because we're human, right? We want instant gratification. Just look at microwaves. We want it right now. And so when you don't have the willpower, you have to tap into your why power, okay? Why do you want to lose weight? You want to lose weight because you want to be healthier for your family, because you want to be able to exercise and live life without being, like, exhausted, like, whatever it is. Why do you want to be a better person? Do you want to read books so that you can continue to just keep learning, keep helping your mind? I don't know. I'm trying to come up with stuff, but, like, you have to tap into your why, because your choices are only meaningful when you connect them to your desires and your dreams. The wisest and most motivating choices are those which are aligned with your purpose, core self, and highest values. You have to know you want it and why you want it, or you'll give up too easily. Because I can just say, well, I want to work out more. But when the day comes, I'm like, yeah, I don't really feel like it. But if I, think about, I want to work out more because I want to have more energy, because I want to be able to hike up the mountains this summer and not be completely exhausted, because I know I'm going to feel better afterwards. Okay, if I focus on why I want to do it, then I'm going to actually be able to convince myself to do it. Okay, this is a quote from John Maxwell. He's one of my favorite people. And he says, "You will never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret of your success is found in your daily routine." And I just love that because, like I said, it can like not seem like a big deal, but then over time, it's a big deal. And so you want to cause momentum in your habits and in your compounding things, right? So think about this. A train that is stopped can be kept in place by a small block of wood. But a train with momentum of full speed can break through a 5-foot thick wall of concrete. So if you're just doing something on and off every now and then, it's not really going to make much difference. You're not going to be able to keep up with it. You're not going to have that discipline. But once you get going and you get in this routine and these habits and all of these things are working for you, then you're going to be unstoppable, and all of these things are going to be compounding, making you into the person that you're wanting to be, and into the, all the work that you're going into is going to be paying off. So I just found that super interesting. Again, maybe just read the book because they explain it way, way better than me. I'm just all over the place trying to make sense of all these scribbling notes, but I just loved it. And I love this quote. He said, "I worked really hard for 15 years to be an overnight success." People are not going to see all of the work that goes in. People are not going to see all of the little things you do in life, but they're going to see who you turn out to be. And so it's kind of funny because it's like, yeah, you might think you're an overnight, or other people might think you're an overnight success, but you know all the work that went into it before that. So little by little, a little becomes a lot. And like I said again, the compound effect is always working for you or against you. You get to choose. And don't wish that life was easier, wish that you were better, and continue to improve in that. And fall in love with the daily process long enough that success becomes inevitable. I love that quote too. So hopefully that was interesting. Comment below if you learned something or thought something in here was interesting or fascinating. Definitely let me know if you read the book because it's so good. It's not even a long book. It's a very small book and super interesting. And I want to do another video on the book Atomic Habits because that was so good as well, and maybe a little bit easier to explain, I'm not sure. So, yes, but hopefully this was interesting. Let me know if you liked it and you'd like more content like this, because I am trying to be continually learning as well, trying to listen to audiobooks and read books and just grow my mind, grow myself, grow my disciplines in my business and different things like that. So I just wanted to kind of include you in that journey, because if it can be helpful to one person or motivate one person, then it's worth it. So thanks for watching. Bye, guys.